So I'm going to kindly have a volunteer that is brave enough. They would really love to feel how it felt to be a prisoner on this island.
So yesterday we learned about how many Black South Africans to this day are still experiencing inequality over 20 years after apartheid is ended. Today, we stepped back into time to the apartheid era. We went to Robben Island, where Nelson Mandela, South Africa's first Black president, was held as a prisoner for 18 years, you guys, simply for his nonviolent acts of defiance against racist policies. The things this man and other political prisoners had to endure at Robben Island were just brutal, you guys.
One at a time.
Now, during the apartheid era, lots of Black people were kept here on Robben Island as political prisoners. And the prison is internationally known for its harsh conditions. What I'm about to show you is really just a small taste of what prison life was like here.
Just like we all came with a boat today, that is the same way that all the prisoners came to the island. They were chained to one another. They had to walk. When I say walk, even if it was raining, they had to walk from that harbor to this prison. So I want every one of you to imagine that you were one of these prisoners being dropped off at the harbor. There will be a police officer waiting for you. The two of us, we are chained together by the hands, by the feet, and by the waist.
Oh my God.
Yes. Right behind us is another two prisoners, also chained together by the hands, by the feet, by the waist, but also chained to the two of us in front as well, by the waists. So imagine if a group of 10 prisoners had to walk up to this prison. What will happen if the two of us in front were walking too fast? What will happen to everyone at the back? What if one of them has got a limp? One of them has got one leg? One of them can't walk fast. Police officers back then, they did not care. They had to walk. They will tell the prisoners in Afrikaans, "Julle gaan doodgaan hier." That means you are going to die here. And you will make a sound. Then you close the gate. And you locks. And then you say, "Dankie hek." That means, "Thank you, gate." Many of them said that once they heard the door close behind them, and the police officer says, "Dankie hek," they did not have any faith. Are they going to go home alive? They won't know. Are they going to see their families alive? It's not guaranteed. Many of them still has that fear of hearing that gate. This is actually what they used to sleep on, right here. And you were all only allowed to sleep in one direction. When I say one direction, if everyone is looking to the left-hand side, all the prisoners must look to the left-hand side. So I'm going to kindly have a volunteer that is brave enough. They would really love to feel how it felt to be a prisoner on this island. Because prisoners today, they are privileged. They've got proper beds, they've got warm food, they get proper family visits. Prisoners on this island, they did not have that privilege.
Not comfortable.
This is your bed, and you're only allowed to sleep on one side, your left-hand side or your right-hand side, not on your stomach, not on your back. Okay?
Cannot imagine this would be comfortable all night.
You have to sleep all night. You cannot turn to your other side. You don't have a cushion. And luckily for her, she actually fits. You're not done. She actually fits onto this little bed of hers. Many of these prisoners were taller than her. So their feet will hang right here. They were not wearing shoes. It's cold. Cement, they're sleeping on cement with no windows. In winter, it is cold. In summer, it is hot. 80 to 100 prisoners in this one cell. This was the blanket. And I will cover you. Once again, she is very lucky as well. One side is covered, one side is open. For the prisoners, it was much fatter or much built than her. They won't be covered properly. The back will be open and the front will be open. The legs will be hanging there, they have no cushion. This is how they used to sleep. Day in, day out. This is how they used to sleep. Looking to the left or looking to the right. They didn't have a choice that, no, my side is tired, I want to sleep on my back. Unfortunately not. This is how these prisoners were treated while they were here on this island.
What an eye-opening view of what prison life was like on Robben Island. Regardless if they were prisoners or not, nobody deserves to be treated like that. You deserve to be treated like a human first and foremost. So it was a very, very hard thing to watch, to see, and learn how people were actually treated here. And they demonstrated it on me, and I can tell you just from the 2 minutes that I was on the ground, it was very, very uncomfortable. I can't imagine having to do that all night, every single night for the rest of your life. And then they completely isolated the political leaders from the rest of the prisoners, and they were still treated very, very horribly. And we saw the actual jail cell where Nelson Mandela stayed, and it was the one with the red bucket. And he used that red bucket to use the bathroom every day in and day out, and he had to actually empty that bucket every day by himself. Very, very sobering, stark, and sad to see how they were treated here on Robben Island. I cannot believe that these are the types of conditions that they had to live through. I can't even imagine what it must have been like to live in their shoes.